So next we are going to see unipolar limb-led system for ECG measurement. Okay. In that you will be seeing augmented unipolar limb-leds. So first unipolar type was introduced by Wilson in 1944. So for unipolar leads, the electrocardiogram is recorded between a single exploratory electrode and the central terminal, which has a potential corresponding to the center of the body. Okay, so you'll be recording the ECG signal between one electrode, that is exploratory electrode, and another one will be the central terminal. Okay, center of the body. With respect to center of the body, you will be measuring the ECG signal with one electrode. That's why the name unipolar type. Okay, but there in bipolar you will be measuring the ECG signal from two terminal, both positive and negative terminal. So for both positive and negative terminal of the amplifier will be connected to the two electrodes. Okay, either to the lead 1 la pathina you will be connected to the right arm and left arm, lead 2 la right arm left leg, அதே பார்த்தீங்கன்னா left arm third leadல left arm left leg. Okay, so in this two electrode you will be measuring the ECG signal. That's why the name bipolar limb lead. Okay, system. But here we are going to measure the ECG signal from only one exploratory electrode with respect to the central part of the body, that is terminal, central terminal part. Okay, that's why the name came, that is unipolar limb. Okay, so this central terminal is obtained by connecting the three active limb electrodes together through resistor of equal size. So this three terminal, so totally we'll be using four electrode, and then you will be having four limb. So limb is nothing but your leg and hand will be together called as a limb. Okay, so four limbs, so two leg two hand for human being. Okay, so in that one limb will be placed, that is there you will be placing the single exploratory electrode. So the remaining three limb electrodes, okay, will be free. So that the three electrodes will be connected together through the resistor, and it will be placed in the central part of the heart. Okay, so only one limb going to measure the ECG signal, the remaining three will be acting as the reference. So the potential at the connection point of the resistor corresponds to the mean or average of the potential at the three electrode. So the potential, that is the voltage, potential, voltage, everything same meaning. Okay, signal, whatever you can use. So the potential you are taking at the center part of the body is nothing but the average value of the voltage taken from the three electrodes, because three electrodes only going to connect together and placed at the center part of the body. So there you will be getting the voltage, which is nothing but average of all the three electrode potential. Okay, then next, in the unipolar limblets, okay, one of the limb electrode is used as an exploratory electrode as well as contributing to the central terminal. So in unipolar limb method, so in this system, unipolar limblet system, we are going to use the one of the limb, okay, one of the limb electrode as a exploratory electrode, as well as அதே electrode நம்ம we are going to connect to the central terminal also. So three electrodes only will be contributed to the central terminal னு முன்னாடி பாயிண்ட்ல சொன்னேன் இல்லையா, the three electrodes ஓட கூட இந்த electrode, which electrode acting as a exploratory electrode, that electrode also will be connecting with the central terminal part. Okay, and then this double use result in an ECG signal that has a very small amplitude. so that you will be getting the minimum voltage in your ECG signal. Okay, minimum amplitude value or voltage value for the ECG signal, because you are connecting the limb electrode, that is the exploratory electrode, to the central terminal also. That's why you are getting minimum voltage. But in augmented unipolar limblets, okay, இது வேற டைப். யூனிபோலார் லிம்லெட் சிஸ்டம் வேற, ஆக்மெண்டட் யூனிபோலார் லிம்லெட் சிஸ்டம் வேற. ஓகே, யூனிபோலார் லிம்லெட் சிஸ்டம்ல தான் ஃபோர்த் எலக்ட்ரோடு, தட் இஸ் ஃபோர்த் எலக்ட்ரோடுங்கிறது எக்ஸ்ப்ளோரேட்டரி எலக்ட்ரோடு. ஓகே, அந்த எலக்ட்ரோட்ல இருந்து தான் இசிஜி சிக்னல் எடுக்க போறீங்க. அந்த எலக்ட்ரோடு என்ன ஆகும், அந்த எலக்ட்ரோட்ல இருந்து இசிஜி சிக்னல் எடுக்கிறது இல்லாம அந்த எலக்ட்ரோடையே ஒரு ரெஃபரன்ஸ் எலக்ட்ரோடாவும் யூஸ் பண்றீங்க. அந்த 3 எலக்ட்ரோட சேர்ந்து சென்ட்ரல் பார்ட்ல கனெக்ட் பண்ற, அதனால உனக்கு மினிமம் வோல்டேஜ் தான் கிடைக்கும். பட் இன் ஆகுமெண்டட் unipolar limblets, the limb electrode which is used as an exploratory electrode will not be used for central terminal, but here we are not going to use the exploratory electrode for the central terminal. Okay, so that your amplitude value of ECG signal will be increasing, okay, without changing any waveform appreciably. Okay, so there will not be any change in the ECG signal. It will be keep on increasing the amplitude value if you are not using that exploratory electrode is not used as the central terminal part. Okay, this is the difference of normal unipolar limbled system and augmented unipolar limbled system. So augmented unipolar limbled system will be the useful one compared to the unipolar, because there you will be getting only minimum voltage. Okay, so now we are going to see the augmented type of unipolar limbled system in elaborate. So here this LED system, that is a augmented unipolar limbled system, designated as AVR, AVL and AVF system. Okay, 3 classification or 3 types of LEDs. Okay, that is AVR, AVL and AVF. So AVR, that is augmented voltage right arm. AVL, augmented voltage left arm. Okay, that AVF stands for augmented voltage foot. Okay, so because one of your foot will be grounded, that is right leg is grounded, which will be acting as a reference point or reference electrode. This is the 3 LED, that is AVR, AVL and AVF. See here, the right arm will be connected to the positive terminal, left arm and left leg altogether connected to a negative terminal. Then always your right leg will be grounded. Okay, for all the LED system. Okay, in the LED AVR, so your right arm going to act as a what electrode? Exploratory electrode. Okay, this exploratory electrode will be a right arm. Right arm la da you will be placing the exploratory electrode. So the remaining 2 electrode will be connected to the negative terminal. Okay, but here always right leg will be grounded in all the system. Okay, in before this is the augmented system, augmented unipolar LED system. But normal unipolar leg system la enna agum, இந்த ரெண்டு left arm left leg connected together, no, similarly right arm also will be connected to the center part of the body through the resistor. Okay, so that you will be having 2 path, that is one is to the one will be the exploratory electrode and another will be the common terminal. Okay, so that you will get only few voltage or few amplitude value for the ECG signal. But here you will not have the two path, only one path. That is, it is connected to the positive terminal alone. It will not be connected to the negative terminal through the common terminal. Okay. This is the central part of the human body. Place cycle, this is nothing but central part. From the right left arm and left leg, you will be connecting to the central part of the body through the resistor. Okay, then only it will be connected to the negative terminal. Okay, this is lead AVR. So lead AVL la pathina, your exploratory electrode will be placed at left arm. The remaining two um, limbs will be for negative terminal. Okay, so for positive terminal, you will be having the exploratory electrode, which is placed in the only one arm. So only one limb. Okay, so that is lead AVL. So lead AVF patina foot, that is left arm. Okay, only exploratory electrode is placed at the foot, that is leg. Okay, it will be connected to the positive. The remaining two limbs will be connected to the negative terminal through the resistor. Okay, this will be lead AVF. So for the unipolar chest lead, next we are going to see the unipolar chest lead system. Normal one is unipolar lead system, and then next we saw about the augmented unipolar system lead system. Now we are going to see the unipolar chest lead system. Okay, unipolarly three types. For the unipolar chest lead, a single chest electrode, okay, which is going to be explored. Okay, that is exploration, exploring electrode. Okay, simply you say it as exploring electrode is sequentially placed on each of the six pre-designated point on the chest. So there in the chest, you are going to have the 6 point. Okay, in that 6 point you are going to keep the electrode. Okay, in before type, that is in bipolar and unipolar, normal unipolar and normal augmented unipolar system lead system, you will keep the electrodes in the leg and hands. Okay, but here you are going to keep the electrodes in the chest, sixth place. Okay, chest plus sixth place. So these chest position are called as precordial unipolar leads and are designated, that is named as V1, V2, V3, V4, V5, V6. Okay. So here the three active limb electrodes. Three active limb electrode is nothing but other than that right leg, because right leg is connected to the ground. So அப்போ அது ground and முடிவு ஆயிடுச்சு, that will not be active. So, that will be zero voltage. So the remaining three limb, that is upper two hand and lower, that is left leg. So these three will be acting as a active limb electrode. So these three active limb electrodes will be used for obtaining the central terminal. Okay, while a separate chest electrode will be acting as a exploratory electrode. So previous idhula augmented unipolar lead system la pathina, one of the three active limb will act as a exploratory electrode, but here chest going to act as the exploratory electrode, and then remaining three active limb electrodes will be connected to the central terminal. Okay, through the resistor. Have you understood the difference? So the chest position is given here: V1, V2, V3, V4, V5, V6. So V1 is nothing but fourth intercostal space at right sternal margin. Okay, so intercostal space la you will be placing. Okay, அடுத்தது V2, fourth intercostal space at left sternal margin. இது right, இது left sternal margin. So இதுதான் sternal margin ல left side and right side you are going to keep the V1 and V2 position, and then V3 will be the midway between V2 and V4. So V2 க்கும் V4 க்கும் midway la V3 will be placed. Okay, V2, V4, midway is this line. Okay, so here in the midway line you will be placing V3. Okay, And then V4 is fifth intercostal space. So இது வந்து fourth intercostal space, இது fifth intercostal space in the side. So V4 is placed at the fifth intercostal space at mid clavicular line. Okay. V5, same level as V4 on anterior axillary line. Anterior axillary line means above that, somewhat anterior to that V4. Okay, the same level but anterior to that axillary line. Then V6 is same level as on V4 but in mid axillary line. So this is anterior, this is mid axillary. Okay, you keep it in your mind because இதை வச்சு நீ சொன்னீன்னா you can't remember. இதை கொஞ்சம் you recall it, that is memorize it. Then next, unipolar chest-led system in the human body. See, like this only they will measure the ECG signal by using this system. See, one of the electrode, okay, one electrode, that is exploring electrode, okay, exploratory electrode will be placed at the chest, and then all the three limbs, that is right arm and left leg, these three limbs will be connected together through the resistor and then given to the negative terminal, that is central terminal. Okay, central terminal na idda central terminal and then given to the negative terminal. Okay, so exploratory electrode will be your chest electrode. Okay, and then always your right leg will be grounded. So in this manner only you will be taking the measurement of ECG signal by this method, chest led system method. The next type, modified chest led system. Okay, so this will be called as a Marriott led system. Marriott led system, MCL னு சொல்லலாம் because modified chest led, MCL. Okay, so in the question they, if they ask MCL system means you have to write this, that's why I'm saying all the name. So this LED system simulates the V1 position with the electrode placement as follow. So V1 position தான் இது simulate பண்ணும் இந்த system. Okay, so positive electrode and negative electrode will be used here. So positive electrode will be kept at the fourth intercostal space, right external border, that is V1. In the position you will be keeping the positive electrode. Okay, and the negative electrode will be placed at the just below the outer portion of the left clavicle with the ground just about anywhere but usually below the right clavicle. Okay, there you will be keeping the negative electrode. This will be somewhere else in the left clavicle but above the right clavicle. Okay, so positive, both electrodes will be placed on the chest itself, not from the other parts of the body. So before system you will be taking the one electrode, that is positive electrode at the chest, negative electrode from the arms and legs. Okay, in the moon electrode altogether connect ஆகி தான் you will be connecting to the negative terminal. Okay, so this is chest unipolar chestlet system, but modified chestlet system la you will be taking or connecting the two electrodes only from the chest part. Okay, so next we are going to see the ECG recorder. So this is the setup, ECG recorded setup. Okay, full setup. So or a ECG equipment, how what are the blocks will be available, that will be given here. So this is the building blocks of ECG recorder. Here you will be placing the electrode. This dot is nothing but electrode which is placed on the surface of the human body. Here, oral always grounded. That's why we are going to connect to the auxiliary amplifier. And then what is defibrillator protection circuit? Defibrillator means what? Any one of you? Any one of you? Defibrillator. Are you heard about the term defibrillator so far? So defibrillator is nothing but yes device which is used for giving electric shock to the heart for the improper heart functionality. Okay, it will be looking like a iron box. பார்த்தீங்கன்னா you will be seen in the films at all. Okay, இப்படி தேய்ச்சி தேய்ச்சி வைப்பாங்க இல்லையா, they will be giving electric shock to the heart. Okay, that is defibrillator. Okay, so defibrillator protection circuit will be used in between the lead selection logic and to the electrode. Okay, so lead selection logic is nothing but it will select the lead system. So you are having more number of lead system, that is bipolar lead system, unipolar. Unipolarly you will be having four types: normal unipolar, augmented unipolar, chest unipolar, and then last one, modified chest lead system, Marriott lead. Okay, so likewise you will be having many lead system. So from that, which is lead system going to be used for measuring the ECG signal will be selected by the lead selection logic. Okay, so calibration circuit is nothing but it will be used for testing purpose, whether it is working, the equipment is working properly or not. That will be checked frequently by the calibration circuit. And then pre-amplifier is nothing but the amplifier which is used at the starting stage will be called as a pre-amplifier, because you will be getting the biosignal, that is biopotential, which is measured from the electrode will be very minimum in voltage, that will be amplified. Okay, and then it is given to the power amplifier. Here only you will be amplifying the biosignal into our measurement voltage, that is voltage value level will be increased in the power amplifier, which going to be displayed in the display unit, output display unit. This display will be coming from the output of power amplifier. Okay, this is RC feedback network. So RC feedback is nothing but resistor and capacitor only you are going to use in this circuit, in this network, which going to help power amplifier to correct the error. Okay, so a requirement of the display will be corrected by the feedback network. Okay, by giving the feedback signal to the power amplifier. Okay, these are the entire blocks or building blocks of ECG recorder. So that points will be given here. Again, I will read, no problem. The connecting wires for the patient electrode originate at the end of the patient cable. So the other end of which plugs into the ECG recorder. So one end of the cable will be connected to the human surface, that is the electrode, which is placed on the human surface. Then the other end of the wire will be plugged into a recorder. Okay, that is equipment, ECG recorder. Okay, then the wires from the electrode connect to the LED selector switch, which also incorporate the resistor necessary for the unipolar LEDs. So the wire which is connecting to the electrode also will be connected to the LED selector switch through the resistor, because you need a resistor for the unipolar LED system. There you will be connecting all the electrodes all together to a common terminal point through the resistor. So there you will be using this wire, same wire. Okay, so changing the setting of the LED selector switch introduces an artifact on the recorded trace. So by selecting the LED system, okay, among the LED system, available LED system, you will be having the changes in the recorded trace also. Okay, recorded trace is nothing but graph. recorded graph. You'll be getting the ECG signal in the graphical manner. Then from the lead selector switch, the ECG signal goes to a pre-amplifier stage. Okay, pre-amplifier is nothing but starting stage. You will be using a type of amplifier that is said to be pre-amplifier. Okay, and then to differential amplifier. So differential amplifier is used for rejecting the CMRR mode. Okay, common mode rejection ratio, and then it is AC coupled to avoid problems with the small DC voltage. That means here we are going to use coupling circuit to avoid the problems of DC voltages. Okay, which will be arising from the electrode polarization. Okay, and then the preamplifier, the same preamplifier provide a switch to set the sensitivity or gain. So to improve the gain of the signal, biosignal, we use the preamplifier. That is preamplifier ஓட வேலையை boost upping the signal, amplification. Okay, that is gain. Then preamplifier is followed by a DC amplifier that will be called as a pen amplifier. So which going to provide power to the pen motor. Pen motor is nothing but which will draw the graph, ECG signal graph, which is recorded in the recorder, ECG recorder. Okay, the pen drive panna you need one motor, that is pen motor, and the pen motor you will be giving the pen amplifier output. Okay, and then a position control on the pen amplifier makes it possible to center the pen on the recording paper. So the position control will control the position of the pen which is drawn on the recording paper. Okay, that's all.